Good morning, everyone. It is January 26, 2025. I'm here with Melissa. My name is Tammy. Today we're going to talk about gene keys and human design gates 60, 41, and 19 and how they relate to the sign of Aquarius. But before we do that, and kind of like what these energies kind of mean and how they're feeling for us. But before we do that, we're going to introduce ourselves. My name is Tammy. I'm a physical therapist by day and a wannabe astrologer by night. I have been studying astrology for 5 years. I'm very interested in astrology and the overlap between human design and gene keys. And Melissa and I share a passion for that interest. And we come here to discuss with other people who may be excited, intrigued, and want to get curious and play with these energies and see kind of how they weave through our lives. And so I'm going to introduce my friend Melissa here and let her tell a little bit about herself.
Yes. Hi, I am Melissa or Missy. I am Gemini, so I go by all types of names and personalities at times, and completely own that. I am a 6'2" manifester, emotional authority. And honestly, my drive is just to support people and being their most authentic self. And I find that whatever's happening in the energy of the world seems to play a part in helping us move in those directions, or uncover things that maybe we're needing to learn more, go deeper in, or figure out. And yeah, that's really my passion here. So today I am ready to, and my passion is fun, helping to bring more fun, more joy, and more play into our world. So with that, I'm excited to play into the Aquarius energy and learn more as well.
All right, so I'm going to share a screen that's going to show some charts, okay? And so these are human design charts. And what I don't want people that don't understand this to get bogged down in the weeds, but I just want to show those of you that might have some astrology understanding. I did do a little video comparing an astrology chart to a human designs chart. So if you want to see what that looks like, go and look at our videos. But so what I want to talk about is Aquarius. So we're in Aquarius season. That means the sun moved into the region of the zodiac that occupies what we consider the Aquarius sign. So the sun is traveling through there, which kind of makes us in a Aquarius season. All these seasons last about a month. So about 28 days. So right now, as the sun is passing through Aquarius, it's also activating certain gates in the human design chart. And so what I'm going to show you is these two charts. One is mine. I think we're both feeling compelled to talk about this because two big reasons. One, we both have things in that region, in that area of Aquarius that are being activated. And two, Mercury is in gate 60 right now, the gate we're about to talk about. And so I wore my Mercury antennae here because we're going to channel down. Mercury is the communicator, it's the ruler of, and Missy and I both have great relationships with Mercury. We like to connect the dots and communicate. So here we are. So anyway, Mercury is in gate 60. So here, over here, look up to the left of the screen. You'll see the numbers 60, 41, and 19. Those are the three we're going to focus on today. The sun just went through the 60, entered the 41. It's in 41 right now, and it's traveling towards the 19. So but currently, still in gate 60, we have Mercury and Pluto. That's the very first degrees of Aquarius. So that's like degree one and two. And then the sun is in the 41. So it's somewhere between 2 degrees and seven. And then when we have our new moon on the 29th of January, so 4 days from now, the sun and the moon will have moved into gate 19. So these areas of the chart are being activated for everybody. But when you have planets or points in those regions, it's even more, let's say, poignant for you. So the transits mean what's actively currently happening. So that's what the different colors, the design and the personality are the red and the white, and then the transits are the green on these charts. So in if as you can see in Melissa's chart, she's got a lot of planets all globbed up in 60, 41, and 19. And then same thing with me. And from 61, 41, and 19, I have a bunch of planets globbed up there too. So here we are. We're exploring what the heck does that mean? Okay, so I read and pulled a card for each gate. So what we'll do is look at gate 60. So right now, Mercury and Pluto are in gate 60, and we just had the sun transit through there. And
But it's not an activated gate for me.
oh, it's okay, and it's not an activated gate for me either, but it's because Pluto and Mercury are in that gate, there's messages coming from
Yep.
that gate for us.
Yep.
So the gate of 60 is from what I was looking at is called limitation. And in the polarity is on one hand it's restriction and on the other hand it's acceptance. And so there's things like the difference between unstructured and rigid, like those polarities. So it's dealing with the feeling of um when there's a restriction on you, this is how I'm interpreting it. When there's a restriction on you, um, instead of trying to fight against that restriction or push against it or like really use this force against it, if there's an acceptance to it where you go, okay, I see this barrier, I see this restriction, and that when you actually calm down and like go underneath, sometimes that's when the you're able to move forward, is when you've like let go. What did you find? You got a little smile. Tell us what you found.
To look at the shadow, the gift, and the siddhi. The shadow is limitation, so makes perfect in sense of the terms restriction. But I just happened to note the physiology is the colon. I
Oh
just thought that
goodness.
was interesting as you were explaining.
So constipation.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that could be manifesting as constipation. So I went ahead and drew a card for 60. So what I got was water your own, let's just say water your garden. Okay. So it says nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest.
I
Hello.
don't know. Do you need that to be said any clearer, Tammy? Any clearer?
No, I guess not. I pushed into resistance and I can't even unpack all of it, but except to say that nourishment and rest. And it says using the limitations as a springboard for growth. So
Mm.
this is gate 60 again. So using the limitations as a springboard for growth. That's what Mercury says, or in this channel.
Hmm.
So that's gate 60. That's a collective energy. Like I said, you and I, our planets aren't even really being activated by that, but
But
um,
when the energy is out there, when the energy is being activated by other planets and
it's in
the
the
world
collective.
itself, then we're still going to move through it and have it come up for ourselves as well. But it's still important to know things such as the 60, even though it may not be part of your chart, and how it's influencing your moments
Right.
here
So
on Earth.
yeah, well, and that's what my curiosity would be is to have people who might catch this video to put below how they've been experiencing gate 60. Pluto is going to be there for quite some time. Mercury is going to just pass through quickly. So Mercury's only there for a short while. But
I mean, follow-up question with that, Pluto then has that specific influence within the gate as well. Is that, am I correct in that?
well, be
Or
Pluto
direct?
being in gate 60, and it has been in gate 60 for quite some time. Is it is showing this lesson. It is bringing this lesson to the forefront. So the lesson is the contrast between limitation and acceptance. What was the Siddhi again?
Justice.
Justice. Okay. Okay. So if you think of it from an astrological standpoint, This is across the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. So it's the end of Capricorn, beginning of Aquarius. We've been living in this energy since 2020, really. We've been living in this energy for quite some time. And if you want to look at the global picture without getting in the weeds of the details of the crazy trauma drama that's on the news right now, um, it, we're looking at how things are, like the pressures of limitation, the pressures of um, justice, really. I mean, where are the levers being pushed and pulled right now as Pluto is kind of carving its way through this gateway, and it's stirring up all this stuff to be front and center. So when we're seeing these limitations and things, where how do we do? And I think we go back to this. Whoops. Water your garden. To finish off the gate 60, the action step to take, because some of the big stuff that you're seeing out there that seems really like out of control and intense and scary is like going back to watering your garden. Go back to body care, tenderness, and rest. This is a tough time we're going through, and it's important to do self-care, as we hear over and over again, but it's so true.